All right, so this #1 featherweight contender is no stranger to this setting. Tonight, though, he believes he's just a much better version of himself and finally has the goods and the chops to actually be a world champion.
Sometimes you get there, Johnny, you're just not ready. It's not easy to become the best in the world. The first time this man got here, he was a great fighter. He was good, but he just wasn't ready to be the best in the world. He said that the moment he got back home, he went to work to improve it. He feels like all the improvements were made, and tonight he is the best featherweight the UFC has.
And it does seem as though we have taken two-way action on this fight, but a lot of people believe in the challenger, and I'm not just talking about his coaches. We'll see how it goes tonight. Well, you want to talk about a guy who has taken the sport by storm. Enter Zabit Magomedsharipov. I don't think we have enough buttons on the controller to do everything this guy does in the cage.
No, you can't even button mash some of the techniques that Zabit has in his arsenal. But the problem with preparing for Zabit is that you can't prepare for Zabit because there is no pattern. There is no rhyme or reason to what he's doing. Just look to the modified knee bar he did against Brandon Davis to finish that fight, to some of the other fantastic performances he has. It's almost like you're staring on the barrel of a test in Algebra 10, which doesn't even exist when you're trying to prepare for Zabit.
All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Diego Nightmare Sanchez. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Zabit Magomedsharipov.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight.
Good.
All right, ready to go for round one. And when you're fighting a guy like Diego Sanchez, you may want to pace yourself a little bit, because even though you can touch that chin, you know it's going to take a Herculean effort to get him out of there. So we'll see how the opposition chooses to attack Diego Nightmare Sanchez here in round one. Oh, a nice straight punch there to his opponent, and he lands it just after catching it. He's lucky his head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alex Overeem's head.
All right, so he's landed a few seminal uppercuts already, DC. Got to think he goes back to it.
I am almost certain he's going to go and try to find another one of those. But expect him to really sit down and try to make one really count and try to end this fight. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Magomedsharipov's going for the sub here. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. All right, feet on the hips here. Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. Well, eventually he's going to try to get up, but he's moving his head pretty well here to avoid damage on the ground.
You don't want to be comfortable on your back. When you're taken down, you got to make sure you're active, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, Sean, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up.
Snapped off the jab nicely there.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Look at the flip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Magomedsharipov lands yet again, and he can keep this up for 15 minutes, 25 minutes if need be. Some of the
big double leg level change.
Oh, and he lands another takedown here, just doing a nice job not telegraphing his shot. Clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent.
Magomedsharipov trying for a submission here.
Oh, man, he's getting deep.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Overhand left. Striking now, throwing offense, countered with the hook. Nice job by Magomedsharipov. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Sanchez gets hit with that stiff jab there. Takedown defense holds up.
Over and over, he is landing punches to the head.
Nice defense there, huge block.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for. Now he's back up.
Well, he's landed a few big...
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Magomedsharipov getting worked here from the top. Ground and pound strikes raining down.
Oh, right in the mouth. This is a terrible position. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Oh, looks like he's going for an armbar here. How tight is that?
Arm is very tight.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it. You are seeing one.
Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just outclassing this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Sanchez is in half guard.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Sanchez.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Round 3 next. All right, heading back to the corner now after that round. And Sanchez's corner has some work to do. They're going to take a look at that lip. Hopefully the cut man can do his thing and just make sure that it doesn't continue to bleed and provide further adversity for him in this fight. All right, let's check out some of the action from that previous round, DC, and what a display on the feet. Huge knockdown with that kick.
Yeah, he's a high-level striker. He throws these kicks to the body. He throws them low, but when he goes up top, he's very powerful, and he can end anybody's night. The toughness displayed by his opponent allowed him to stay in the fight, but he cannot take many more of those types of strikes.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Lead left by Sanchez. Oh, he continues to attack the body yet again here, just as he did in the previous round. And a nice left hand there on the inside. Sanchez gets hit with another flush left to the head. Legendary chin, but it has been tested tonight. Oh, he's been working hard defensively. Hit clock there. Pretty strong jab there by Sanchez.
Real sneaky head kick gets in there. Very fast leg kick lands for him.
Oh, you land, I land is how we're doing here. Nice punch there by Magomedsharipov. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. 3 minutes to go in round 3. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Charging in the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Oh! Sanchez's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Oh, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Sanchez's eye is closing up. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Magomedsharipov. Oh, he's setting up an armbar now.
Oh, he's getting it deep.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
20 seconds left. Good work from the top here by Sanchez. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
That'll do it! Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, we now go inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 32 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Zabit Magomedsharipov.
All right, so the path to UFC featherweight golden glory still goes through this man, and after watching that knockout here tonight in defense of his title, it's hard to envision one of these current featherweights giving him a true run.